Right then, so we've discussed, well, in past videos I've discussed Sigil Magic, how to create them, briefly how to activate them. I'll be doing another video on that next week. And we've also discussed sigil shoaling. I'll link to that video because the sigil shoaling video is very pertinent to today's video, which is about the Robofish. So, more fish. If you are a bit adverse to fish, very sorry about that, but this all comes from Gordon White, so you can go blame him. Before I get into that though, I just want to actually mention something that I've started on my website. So if you go to leewjohnson.com, I am going to be doing live online courses. And the first one, which I will be doing, which I've got set up already, you can book for, is Sigil Magic. So if you want to learn Sigil Magic from start to finish, we'll be going through all of this in depth and practically. So we'll actually be doing the work through the lessons. As I say, they're live, they're online, so I'll be working with you in order to create sigils, activate them, use shoaling, use the Robofish, etc, etc. And that's going to start, if I've got my dates right now, the first one's going to start on the 19th of September. Now there are two classes, it's on a Saturday. There are going to be two classes. I've just made the two classes for just to cover all time zones. So you can pick one that actually fits in with your time zone better and when you can actually attend. There's going to be a limit of 30 people per course, so that's why you need to book. And payment is completely, it's up to you. I've kept it on a donation basis. It's got a suggested donation you should make, but what you decide to donate is up to you. What fits in with your budget, what you think the course is worth to you, etc. And you know, you don't have to pay. If you want to make a donation for the whole course, you can just do a bit each week if you want to. Up to you. You can go there anytime, make a donation. But the courses, the live online courses themselves are going to be all donation based. So I'm going to start with that one, which is Sigil Magic. As I say, go and book your spot now, so that you are there when we start. So let's get into the Robofish. So the Robofish, or the concept of the Robofish and the name itself, came from a study that was done in 2010 at the University of Leeds. And what they did, they took a shoal of fish and they put in a robotic fish. And they experimented with this to see how the Robofish, or the robotic fish, actually influences the shoal. So as it made very abrupt, decisive movements, the shoal would actually follow it. So in many ways, it becomes sort of the alpha of the pack. And you find the same thing, it's not just with fish, you find the same behavior in all animals, including humans, who gather in groups. So the group will usually follow the alpha of the group. So whatever they do, then the rest of the group actually follows. And the reason this becomes so significant to Sigil Magic, and specifically to Sigil shoaling, is the Robofish is the one that actually directs all of the other sigils. Now the Robofish itself, whereas all your other sigils would be aiming towards a goal that you would want to accomplish. So as previously mentioned in the previous video, you might have a big goal, become rich, whatever. Then you would split that up into smaller sigils in order to get you to that big goal. So the smaller sigils and the smaller goals would then be more directed, be more specific. So you bring the energy into the whole bunch of sigils, and because you've got a bunch of sigils and they're all shoaling together, the energy builds up. increasing the chaos, as it were. And from that increased chaos, blimey, these birds are loud today. I've got birdseed on the balcony. The sparrows and the finches are going crazy. So as the energy builds up, then it starts forcing the sigils within the shoal to actually do what they need to do. But why the Robofish becomes so powerful for this is the Robofish is something that is definite. It's either something that's already happened or something that is going to happen, and there's no doubt about it. So for instance, every morning I have boiled eggs and toast. So tomorrow morning I'm going to have boiled eggs and toast. That's a given. So I can actually create a sigil which states I ate boiled eggs and toast. Simple as that. You know it's going to happen, and therefore the sigil has already manifested before you actually make it and create it, but you go through that whole creation process anyway because you need to put the energy into it. But because it is defined, it is definite, then it is successful. And that's what you want all of the sigils to do. You want all of the sigils to be successful in their manifestation. And so if you put the Robofish in there grouped with the whole shoal of sigils, then the success rate increases, because what happens is this Robofish becomes the alpha, it becomes the leader. So all the other sigils then follow the Robofish, and they follow it to success. I think it's kind of logical, really. So that's the Robofish. There's not really much more to say about it. You know, you obviously need to experiment and just play around with it a bit. But that's it. So to put it into a nutshell, the Robo is the leader of the pack. And because the Robofish is successful before it's even created, it will then lead the pack towards success. So all of the other sigils within the shoal reach a successful outcome. There you go. Could put it in a dictionary. And so that's it for this week. I hope you have a great weekend, and I'll see you on Tuesday. Brilliant. Cheers.